Knelson is a Canadian company. We're based here in Langley, British Columbia. The company was founded in 1978 by Byron Knelson, who was the inventor of the technology. We specialize in enhanced gravity separation, and this is a process that, as I said earlier, was developed by Byron Knelson, and it is a patented process where we use centrifugally enhanced gravitational force and a patented fluidization process to create a separation of minerals by density.
And to help understand this process, the Vice President of Business Development and Projects, Brett Knelson, gives us a plant tour, showing us a batch discharge unit in action.
This is one of Knelson's key technologies. It's a centrifuge for recovery of precious metals. We have two types of centrifuges that we sell to the mining industry. This is a batch discharge unit. It's used for recovery of precious metals, things like gold and platinum. And put on a test stand like this, it gets run up, and we run it through a series of tests to check vibration, our water flows, and we check those against some standards that have to be met. And then finally the machine will be disassembled and loaded into a container and shipped off the site for reassembly at site and testing at site.
And over in Knelson's Research and Technology Center, the Manager of Process Technology, Mike McLevy, shows us an example of the other type of centrifuge that they sell, the continuous variable discharge.
Well, this setup here is our pilot testing setup, and this allows us to run large client samples. For instance, we can run up to a 1-ton sample, whether that be for research and development or for a customer that wants to see the impact of running a large sample. Maybe it's lower grade and requires a larger sample size, or perhaps it's a CVD application. And this concentrator right here is our Knelson Continuous Variable Discharge, or CVD concentrator. And it's 6 inches in diameter is the concentrating ring size. And this is the machine where it's applied to samples that have the target mineral measured in percentage points, as opposed to the batch technology, which is measured in grams per ton or parts per million.
So what kind of a mineral might you be looking for in something like this?
Well, this is where a machine that's ideally suited for things like chromite and for tungsten and for gold associated with sulfides.
And in order to develop technology that is innovative and value-adding, research and development are kept in-house at this company.
Knelson expends a lot of effort on research and development. We feel that this is an important part of our business. We employ in-house research and development personnel, including metallurgical engineering as well as mechanical engineers. A lot of the test work is done right here in our Research and Technology Center, where we're working on new equipment designs and also going out into the field to customer sites where we can evaluate new applications for our equipment or improving upon an existing application. And further to that, we're involved quite extensively with universities around the world in research programs in both process development and also mechanical development of our equipment.
The tour continues as Knelson takes us through the main manufacturing and assembly area.
So this is an area where we've done a pre-assembly of some components on a machine. They've checking the assembly, and now they're taking it apart, and these parts will now go out for paint and finally come back into assembly and then shipping away from here. This one is part of a large order of 6 of these units going into a project in Kazakhstan. So this is a Knelson XT70 concentrator. This is our largest batch concentrator. This will be used for recovery of gold and precious metals. This unit has the capacity of about 1,000 tons an hour of solids, and we've actually tested up to 1,300 tons an hour of solids. And this unit here weighs about 40,000 pounds as well. Aside from manufacturing our own technology, we also manufacture some process equipment for other mining and mineral process type companies. This is a product called a continuous flotation machine. This is manufactured for a local Lower Mainland company called Canadian Process Technologies. And this is another piece of equipment used in the mining industry.
So it's this adaptable and innovative approach to business, be it research and development, manufacturing, or marketing, that has helped Knelson develop from a company with small roots to a company that's a global leader and employs over 120 workers.
We're a Canadian company. We're proud to be a Canadian company. We like working with the Canadian mining industry. It's very well respected around the world, and we intend to be around for a long time. We've got some aggressive plans for growth over the next 4 or 5 years, and I hope the next time we meet we'll be in another new facility that we may have recently launched, and we've got maybe 200 employees.